Why, hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I am doing a plan with me for the week of August 18th. Yes, I'm always like peeking, and it's always small. So I'm like, is it August 18th? Yes, it is. And I'm doing my last, why can't I speak? I feel like I have a lisp. I'm doing my last summer spread of the season, which is very exciting. And this kit that I'm using is the Summer Nights kit from Caress Press. I actually was influenced to get this kit by Amy of Amy Ray Plans. I saw her use it, I think this year. And I was like, you know what? Which I think I mentioned, I don't know if it was in my haul or in my kit lineup, but like I tend to do that with this artist's art where I'm just like, do I need it? I don't know. And then I see y'all use it and I'm like, maybe I do need it. And it seems to always happen with this artist's art specifically. I'm not even sure what the artist's name is, to be quite honest with you. But they also released like a fall spooky-ish set. And I thought about getting that one too. It's pretty similar in colors to I think one of the other ones I have, so I didn't, but I might go back. I think during Black Friday, if Caress Press has a Black Friday sale, I might go back and get some of the kits that I skipped, just because, as y'all know, as we all know, it feels like less art is kind of coming out. I don't know. It's definitely less art, but then sometimes I'm like, oh, it feels like I have enough for what I need. And then I'm like, is that because you're using old art? Is it because enough art is coming out? I don't know. But either way, I'll probably go and stock up whenever there's a sale, which I'm assuming Caress Press will probably have one for Black Friday. So I plan to stock up then. But I'm really glad I ended up picking this up because it's such a fun foil combo. So let's talk about the foil combo. I am using these solid underlays. I think this is in like Blue Waves, I want to say is the name of the foil from Plannahannah. And I decided to pair it with a matte silver celestial foil bundle, which I really, really love because it's been a while since I've used a celestial, I was going to say fundle. I mean, it is a fundle. It's been a while since I've used a celestial format fundle from Scribble Prints Co, or I feel like just in general. And I think this was one of the ones that I had in my kind of collection, like in my stash. And I was like, wait, I think I kind of like this. And I don't get to use matte silver very often. Like, I feel like it's for a very specific kit. like, you know, unless I'm doing like the mixed matte bronze, matte silver. I feel like that's can be for more kits, but I feel like just matte silver is like really for like a specific kit. So I don't know. I thought it would look so good. And I was like, I'm going to do the confetti over it. And I think when it shines certain ways in the light, it looks like a night sky almost. Like when it's kind of darker, like on Saturday and Sunday, those boxes, when it's darker like that, it really gives off those vibes. So I feel like it gives off kind of water vibes, gives off night sky vibes, which I think both obviously go with the Summer Nights theme, which is really, really cool. So I really like how the spread turned out. It feels like different and fun. And yeah, it was a fun time. It was nice to not use the bows for once, even though I will say I'm pretty much a sucker for SPC bows and bow 5. Plannahannah's bow 5. I know a lot of people are tired of bows. Apparently, I just don't get sick of them. I feel like at one point I was, but here we are, back on my shit. I feel like I sound like Domi. Here I am back on my shit. I feel like she says that. Anyways, so I love how this spread turned out. I love the foil combo. It's so fun. I really love the coral in here and the oranges. I think it's such a pretty like color combination. I feel like it's not one I would think of off the top of my head, and I really always love those color combos. So also, speaking of Black Friday sales, I need to figure out my insert situation, y'all, because I have a cover that I got, I think from Aura Estelle. Like I have a couple covers I can work with, but I need inserts. And there's been a lot of talk in the community about like where people are looking for inserts, getting inserts. So I'm going to check out a couple places. I haven't checked them out yet, all of them anyway. So last I knew from Caress Press specifically, she is doing undated inserts, not dated for 2026. That's what she told me when I DM'd her probably like 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. So I don't know if anything's changed and she's been able to get dated. I don't know, but that was the last I heard. So I could get undated. I do prefer dated. I don't really like undated because if y'all have seen my plan with me, is I almost never use date covers. It's actually very rare that I use them. So I do prefer dated, but you gotta do what you gotta do. If they don't have it, they don't have it. So Crest Press undated. And then the only other inserts I've used besides Crest Press have been Sadie stickers. And it does seem like she has the dated 2026 dated inserts listed on her website already. So you could also go that route. It's been a while since I used them. I think the last 2 or 3 years I've used Crest Press. So I probably am not the best person to talk to format about and like how things fit on them. I'm so used to Caress Press inserts that I really would like to stick with her, but if she ain't providing them, she ain't providing them. What are you gonna do? So Sadie stickers is the only other ones I've used. I've heard OK Plans has inserts. I think Tilly Journals has inserts. I feel like someone told me this, and I feel like I checked it and confirmed. So I think Tilly Journals has inserts. I want to check those out for sure. And then I feel like there was one other place that has inserts, and I cannot remember for the life of me what place that is. Like, I'm pretty sure there's one other place that has inserts. So, yeah. What am I missing? Someone shared it too. I don't remember who shared it, but recently someone shared like the places where they're getting inserts or places you could get inserts. Yeah, those are the ones I have on my list. So I need to like hunker down and actually like look at the websites and see what I want to go with. But yeah, I need to figure out that situation. Otherwise, I'm good. I have my planner cover. What are y'all doing for planners? I know everyone is kind of like in what do we do mode because Aura Estelle like discontinued their cloud, which is probably the most popular one. And then Print Pression was really popular, but he closed a while ago, so can't get it from there. So let me know, are y'all thinking about going back to like the coils, which I don't really want to do, to be quite frank. I like having my rings now. I've gotten used to them. Like if I had to go back to coil, I'm like maybe, but who would I even go back to at this point? So I kind of want to keep my rings. Yeah, so let me know down below what y'all are thinking for your planner for next year. Like I said, I have planner covers, so I feel like I'm going to be okay. It's the inserts that I need to get. And hopefully there are some other ring options because eventually I am going to run out of those planner covers. So I think I have 2 like on standby that I could use. But yeah, eventually I'm going to run out of those. So hopefully there's another place to get them. But I'm like, where else? And then I'm like, Anna, could you do them? And I'm like, probably not. Because that would require probably working with a manufacturer. And I mean, it's probably going to be something that's bought in bulk. And my shop's just not big enough for that. So unless I collab with someone, maybe. But otherwise, I don't see that. It's definitely not happening in time for a 2026 planner. If that were to happen, it would be a future endeavor. And it would take some planning to do, to pull off. So don't get excited, y'all. It's just something that I'm like throwing around in my head. Every time I'm like, there's a gap here for this thing. I'm like, can you fill it? And then every once in a while I can be like, yes, I think I can. But more often than not, I'm like, you're too small. You don't have enough money. You can't. So the struggle, y'all, the struggle. Speaking of struggles, y'all, many of you, unless you're living under a rock, know that food benefits are ending for folks. Many millions of folks have already ended, right? Because, well, we know what's happening. We know what's happening. And so, of course, as always, there's so much uproar and so many opinions about everything. And it's always interesting to hear the narratives that are, Why do you need it? People are scamming the system. You're too lazy. You don't work hard enough. Blah, 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 blah. Let's monitor what it is they buy. Let's audit, yada, yada. And it's funny. Like, I know that these think pieces come from people who actually don't think and or are spreading a certain agenda. Right? Okay, fine. I've accepted that. But let me just tell y'all, as someone who has gone through the processes of trying to get these benefits before, and someone who has had to go through the processes very recently, thankfully, not for me. Thankfully, I'm privileged enough to be in a situation, at least for now, where I don't have to. But there are people near me who have had to. And so I've been very close to these processes and these applications and the yada yada. And the way some folks are talking about this, there's like this belief that it's very easy. Like you just say, hey, give me the money, and they give you the money. And I don't know any situation where you can go anywhere and say, hey, just give me the money, and they just willingly will give you the money. Like that doesn't happen anywhere. So I'm not sure why the expectation is that it would happen in this particular realm of life that is so corrupt. And so I'm here to tell you, as someone who has experienced the process, the vetting process, the qualification process, the eligibility process, the application process, whatever the hell you want to call it, as someone who has experienced it and been very close to it, the way they make this unnecessarily difficult should be studied. And I mean like unnecessarily difficult, like purposely confusing, purposely cumbersome, purposely try your patience and see if you give up. Like, I just spent an hour on the phone talking to 3 different people. 3 different people. Until I finally got an answer, which could have easily been answered by the first person I talked to. The first person that I talked to. 3 different people, y'all. An hour and 3 different people later. And each time that I was transferred to the next person, I had to repeat everything. I had to repeat it all. So it wasn't like, I'm going to summarize this, right? So that the person who you speak to next has an idea of what's going on. You don't need to repeat. Nope. Every time. And I mean, this is not a new thing, right? I'm sure anyone listening to this has probably had a situation where they've had to call whoever the hell it is, and they have been met with incompetence and transfers and yada yada. This is a tale as old as time. And so I'm like, what makes you think that like these vetting processes are not exhaustive? They're exhaustive in nature, y'all. The obstacles and the dumb shit that they pull. And every time I think about this, I am like, if I am having issues navigating this process as an educated, pretty much almost native English speaker, as a professional, like all the things, all the privileges that I have, if I am having trouble navigating this system, what is it like for folks who do not have the same access to resources as I do, or do not hold the same privileges as I do? What is this like for an elderly person? What is this like for someone who's disabled? What is this like for these people? Like, I can't even. All that to say, don't believe these mofos that are trying to spread these false ass narratives to boost their agenda, because they're full of shit. And find your local food bank, pantry, organization that's trying to combat hunger. And do that anyway. Maybe it's a good thing that it's not a good thing. It's never a good thing that folks are starving, but perhaps it's a good thing that we get reacquainted with these resources, because even if these benefits were going, there's still way too much starvation happening. So get familiar with them. Donate a thing or two if you can. Please and thank you for coming to my human rights TED Talk that you didn't ask for, but I appreciate you staying. So that's what's going on over here. I'm just trying to get through it. And get through work being just a mess. Anyways, so on to more lighter things, mayhaps. So y'all, I have to talk about it. This is gonna be, I feel like I just keep getting myself into trouble with some of these Plan With Me's because I'm always talking about things that are just a little bit controversial, just a smidge. This is all I'll say about it because I'm not even trying to get into the specifics of it. I don't want to get into the lore. I just need to say that one of the filthiest reads I've ever seen on the World Wide Web is Kayla Nicole getting on Beyonce's internet dressed up as Toni Braxton for Halloween and recreating parts of the He Wasn't Man Enough for Me video. That is one of the filthiest reads of all time. I'm just calling a thing. That is one of the filthiest reads I've ever seen in my life. Like, what do you mean, Kayla Nicole? What do you mean? Wow. So yeah, that happened. There was lots of fun Halloween costumes, and that one I had heard like secondhand. And I was like, I'm sorry, huh? What happened? And then I saw it and I was like, okay. I can't do it. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there because I already know y'all fixing to fix your fingers to type some shit that I just have no interest in reading. So I'm sorry, no matter what side of that coin you are on, that is a filthy ass read. It's filthy. It's a filthy ass read. Yeah. Anyways. So there was that, which was fun. And I had fun looking at some of the other Halloween costumes. Like I shared a few of them. I saw someone do the opening of the Parkers. I think someone shared it and then I shared it. Like someone in my circle shared it and then I shared it. Amazing. Amazing. There's always Beyonce costumes. There's always fun things going on for Halloween. I always love seeing the like calderos and the sazons and adobos of the world. Those are so funny to me too. Someone was dressed up as Vix and sazon. I was like, yes. Oh, I saw a really good one of Loteria, the game, and everyone was different cards. That was probably my favorite one that I saw. Like those were so good. I really loved that one. It might have been Millennial Loteria that posted it. Not entirely sure, but I think it was him that posted it. So fun. If you dressed up for Halloween, let me know what you were. I'm doing this voiceover on Monday the 3rd, so Halloween just passed. And I'm a little late, but happy Dia de los Muertos to those who celebrate. I believe it was yesterday on the 2nd. I'm going to look it up to make sure. Even though from what I hear, folks kind of celebrate some of the days around there. Let me see. Because I don't want to get it wrong. Dia de los Muertos. Oh, okay. Saturday, November 1st to Sunday, November 2nd. Okay, so the weekend. So yeah, it just ended, but happy Dia de los Muertos to those who celebrate. Yeah, I heard someone say that, I think someone posted it online, that they've never seen a cemetery look so alive, which I thought was a really beautiful sentiment. So big love to y'all. Big love to y'all. And yeah, when I'm thinking about that Tu Recuerdo kit in my shop, that is, of course, Dia de los Muertos themed. That art was done by Clip Art Kits, and I remember just crying. Just truly just crying. And it was the pictures of the abuelos that really just fucked me up, to be quite frank. I was like, oh, am I gonna get through this design? So big love to y'all. All right, y'all, I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, I remember. I finally started, y'all, my Stranger Things rewatch. I barely remember, like, the first, I would say, definitely the first season. Like, I barely remember it. And I would say 2, 3. Like, 4 is the one I have the most, like, recollection of. So I was like, I want to rewatch them. fam. I started rewatching season 1 yesterday and I was like, holy shit, this show is good. It's like, oh my God, I was like hanging on everything because everything felt as close to watching it for the first time as it could be, because it's just been so long. Like, I only saw the first season once when it came out and I never rewatched again. So I was like, oh my God, this show is so good. So I think I'm on episode 5 or 6 of season 1. So I have 2-3 weeks to play with. So I'm hoping, I don't think I'm going to watch it every day, y'all, because I don't know that I could be watching this at night unless I end it with an episode of I Love Lucy or something to lighten my mood, to lighten my spirit, because Stranger Things is, Stranger Things. But yeah, I think I'm on episode 5 or 6. So I'm actually hoping today it's almost 1. I need to go fax all this crap that I need to send. But, why are we still using faxes in 2025? Just wondering. But I need to go fax all this shit. And then when I come back, I'm hoping to work on orders, which thank you all so much for all of your support on the sale. The shop is still on sale. It's on sale all week, 20% off by the time y'all see this. It'll be ending on Sunday the 9th. So if you haven't, go ahead and get your orders in. I've already started printing orders, and I'm going to start cutting them hopefully little by little each day, just because I have a pretty packed work week. So I really am going to have to take advantage of any bouts of time I have to get through orders. But I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. If you ordered from the shop, I'm already starting to work on your orders, which is super fun. But I think once I'm done adulting for the day, I'm going to decompress from my stressful ass morning, by watching Stranger Things and probably planning and printing orders. That's what I think I'm going to do for the rest of the day. So I'm actually excited to just get this sent off and carry on with my day, because y'all, it's stressful. It's stressful. I feel like I have other adulting things I should be doing, honestly, aside from this voiceover, but I had the time and I was like, let's just try to bang this out so I can have another Plan With Me up for y'all. So this one's coming. If all goes well, I have a Plan With Me by the time y'all are seeing this that went live on Tuesday of this week. So this will probably either go live on Thursday or Friday. And then if I'm real lucky, I'll have a third video on Sunday. We'll see how that goes though. That's a little more of a stretch. But after these 2 spreads, so this is the last summer spread. So after these next 2, I haven't posted the Tuesday one yet. So after the Tuesday Plan With Me and then this Plan With Me, I'm all done with summer and I'm getting more into fall vibes and then shortly into Halloween vibes, which is really exciting. So hopefully I can get through a good bulk of it before the Christmas spreads really pile on. But the way my life is going, probably not. So take it with a grain of salt as always, but here we are. But yeah, y'all, this is one of the most shambly Mondays of my life. So remember I said I was going to fax shit? Well, I went and faxed shit because I was like, it's getting late. Let me do this. Y'all, tell me why I went to fax something at Staples. It was a lot of pages. Granted, it was a lot of pages. But I don't know if y'all have done it because, again, who uses faxes in 2025? But anyways, so you go, they have a self-serve kind of area. You go, you put in your fax number, and then they do a job estimate based off the sheets and where you're sending it to, and they let you know the price. You can decide if you want to move forward, right? Right. Okay. So I do the thing. I get the estimate. Do you know how much it would have cost me to fax this shit? $254 to fax shit. For what? For what? $254? Are you kidding me? $254 to fax something? No. No, absolutely not. So I went one other place to try it. It was still too expensive. It was like 100 something there. And I was like, okay, we're just going to send this through priority mail, through snail freaking mail, because you are crazy if you think I'm going to give you $254 to fax some paperwork. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And it's a lot of papers, so I do understand it would be more expensive, but $254 worth, it was not 254 sheets. I'll tell you that much. So that's more than $1 a sheet. What are we doing? I can't today. My God, today. Anyways, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this Hot Mess Express of a voiceover. The spread looks great. Like, no qualms. The spread looks great. I'm really mostly excited to be done with summer stuff, but I really like the spread. Like, I love the underlays and things. So, oh, sorry, y'all. I probably was getting a your camera's low message, which is why the camera was all lopsided for a sec. But anyways, here's what I have left. I hope y'all enjoyed this wild voiceover in this Hot Mess Express and the spread and all the things. Thank you so much for watching, even when it is a hot mess. I appreciate you. Please make sure to like and subscribe before you go. Follow your girl on Instagram at Cafe with Anna. And the shop is still on sale, so go visit the shop, cafewithanna.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.